I am at my sister-in-law's house today and I am going to help her do a massive declutter and organize in her kitchen. This area needed some love, and with the holidays coming up, this was the perfect opportunity to do it. She's going to be hosting a lot of get-togethers, and she needed some help tackling some of the areas in her kitchen. Her house is under renovation and there are things everywhere, but this is just one thing that is right up my alley, so I was more than happy to help. What makes this even better is Walmart is sponsoring this portion and they were able to provide an affordable dishwasher for her. Her old dishwasher was basically an oversized drying rack. It no longer worked, cleaned the dishes, and had a lot of dents and bangs and rust on it, so it was time to replace it. And thankfully, with Walmart, we were able to find something very affordable. We went with the Kenmore version and it is top notch and beautiful. We all know Walmart has everything you need, but did you know they also have some of your favorite brands? To be able to get this affordable dishwasher from Kenmore makes us so excited, and this is perfect timing with the holidays coming up. If you need anything, make sure you check out walmart.com because they have everything you need, whether it's for your home, it doesn't matter. Walmart's got all of the brands that you love at affordable prices. Thank you so much, Walmart, for sponsoring this portion, but even more, thank you so much for blessing my sister-in-law, a busy mom of three, with something that she definitely needs and will make her life so much easier. First and foremost, I'm going to empty everything out. Now, we have limited space here on the countertops because he is doing a butcher block type countertops in here, which is going to look so beautiful. But I want to pull everything out, so I've got to be very strategic with where I put it. Whenever I'm working on an area where I want to declutter and organize, for me, it is best to just get it all out. You want to start with a clean slate. I also want to wipe it all down and get it ready to have everything look so beautiful in here, especially because these are glass doors. You can see everything, so organization is even more important. It always puzzles me how the utensil drawer and cabinets get so much dirt and food and everything in there when only clean things go in there. Do you guys ever notice that? Especially the utensil drawer. How does it get so dirty when only clean things ever go in there? I don't get it. But it is really good to take this opportunity to vacuum everything up and then wipe the cabinets completely clean. These cabinets, I think, have been here since the beginning. I'm not 100% sure. A little backstory with this house. This was my brother-in-law. So Chris's sister is my sister-in-law and is one of my best friends. Her husband. Her husband's family built this house way back when, and they did it with their own bare hands, and it is a really cute, sweet little house, and we are just slowly but surely trying to make it their own. They've been here for a couple years now, and they're just trying to make it feel like their home. So but I love being able to come over here and declutter and organize, and she knows how much I love it anyway, and spending time with them is just so great. So this was really awesome. This particular day they had somewhere to be, so we also watched the kids for them, which is awesome because I love to see the cousins play. So what I like to do is take all of the Tupperware, bring it out, especially the lids, and I'm gonna go ahead and match the lid to the base immediately. That helps me keep the like items with like items. And so once I've got everything joined with its partner, that's when I know I can get rid of the rest of the stuff. That really helps me keep everything together.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We live it like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our way. We come alive in the nighttime. Something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive.
There are two ways of thinking for this type of process. I think for me, I like to have the lids stay on the Tupperware because lids are so hard to find half the time. So if you can just go ahead and match it, put it in there, and that's how it is, I think that's the best bet in my opinion. However, I know if you have limited space, it might make more sense to stack everything how it can go in there and then just look for the lid when that's, if you have a little area for it. You could go either way, but for me, I like to just have the lids on there. That means there's never any extra lids. I'm never having to search around for any lids, and it's just right then and there. So it's just personal preference and on how much space you have, because obviously if you have limited space, it does make sense to be able to stack things inside of each other. So in a situation like this,
In here? Sure.
so in a situation
Only two. Don't move the car. Don't move.
in a situation like this, because we have limited counter space, they're doing some kitchen work. I hope you can hear me. I'm going to organize one at a time. That way it'll save space. I don't know where I'm supposed to be looking.
Let me see this close up.
In this day, especially with social media, I feel like we forget that normal houses are beautiful, but rarely do people share their normal homes. And I noticed and know for myself, I love to have character in a home. I love when they have like little areas in there that are unique to that particular home, and being able to have your own style and make your house a home no matter what it looks like, I think is so important. We all want to have like bigger and better, and I think that's human nature, But when we get down to it and you realize what matters is the roof up on your head or roof above your head, and it's not what's, what it looks like, it's what's in those four walls. It's the roof above your head, and that is what is truly wonderful, and you have to be so grateful for it. And so I love when I'm able to make someone feel like their house is their home, because with social media I think we can lose sight of reality when all we feel like we are doing is catching up or comparing or striving for. But we really, and listen, this is the journey that I have had to be on myself, so I just want to throw that out there. It's important for us to be thankful for what we have. And like my sister-in-law often will tell me how much she doesn't like her house. And I think it's absolutely precious, to be honest with you. I think it is so cute. I think it has a ton of character and potential to it. And I think it's important that we see those things about our home and be grateful for the home, even if it's not exactly what we want. And so, I love being able to come over here because she feels a new appreciation for the house. And so, like I had said, it was her husband's family home. So I think when we move into somebody else's home, I think, and you knew those people and you were interacting in that home when they were living there, I think it might be hard to transition to that being your home. Does that make sense? So I'm excited to be able to just slowly but surely make this house feel like her home. And I always say the best way you can do that is a deep clean, declutter, and organize, and you can do that for free. So if you're in a place where you're not really loving where you're at right now, just take a moment and be thankful for that place and do what you can do to make it feel good for you. You don't have to buy new furniture, new bedding, you don't have to get new floors, new cabinets. You can make what you have work. And a good cleaning and getting rid of any extra clutter and organizing what you have will transform a space like no other. I was really looking forward to getting into this cabinet here. It goes all the way back and around to under the sink. So things have kind of been pushed all the way back, and it was time to take everything out and organize what is in here. They had so many lunch boxes. I couldn't believe I should have counted. We should have done like a little poll or something, but there were quite a few lunch boxes, and I have to say Emma came home with two of them. I love my sweet nieces and nephew. They mean the world to me. It is so funny whenever I come over here. They know when they see me coming. But it's just so funny because I have to like prepare the younger one. I'm like, listen, I'm not getting rid of anything. I'm clearing out the space. And then the older one's like, do you really need it? Do you really want to keep it? And like we were like both kind of coming, and I'm like, don't worry, just what do you love? And she loved them all. She loved every single one. And then the other one's like, but really, you really can't use them all. So I was like, don't worry. I'm going to put them in a little area over here. I will not let them leave this house. You can come back. And if you are thinking about it in the morning, come and pull this back out. But it's just funny. I have to like prep her whenever I do her room or any part of the house with her stuff. I have to give her like this huge prep talk. Like, don't worry. I won't get rid of anything. Because her mama is so good. When she and I declutter together, we pull bags and bags out. Her mom is amazing at getting rid of stuff. She motivates me. She's so good. Um, but the kids want to keep everything, and I think that can definitely be a challenge. And I think most us parents can attest to that, that it can be hard trying to go through this process. Like you're motivated and you're feeling so good about it, and then you go and do it, and you look around, and your spouse is like, but I like that. Your kids are like, but I want to keep that. And you're like, you're holding like two items in your hand and like, forget this, I'm not going to do this anymore. But you just got to keep with it. You got to keep with it. You got to do the little pep talks, let them know nothing's leaving the house. If you're thinking about it tomorrow, you can pull it back out. But it is not always easy to get everybody on board. That is for sure. And I have kids who love to keep things, everything, and it is a very big challenge. But I have to kind of respect their space. I do believe in letting them have some agency over their own space and their room. I mean, it's in my home, but it's their room, and it has to look a certain way. We have to keep it up. We got to keep it clean. And if they want to keep something, they can keep it. If it doesn't match my decor, then who cares? It's just decor. As you saw how I did Emma's room, I had a whole vision in my head on what I wanted to do for her room, and she did not like any of it. So I pivoted and was able to do something that works for her. But that's just kind of how it goes. But I know this process can be really difficult. I have spoken to many of you here in the comments where you ask, what do I do if someone, my husband wants to keep everything or my kids want to keep everything? And all I can say is just do your pep talk and say, hey, I'm not going to get rid of it. And then show them that, hey, it's going to sit right here. And if you really, 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 really want this thing, let's put it in this bag and let's let it sit here. Give it a week. Give it 1 week. And if you're still thinking about it in a week, then you can go pick it back out. And maybe they will. I don't know. But I think what that's doing is getting them used to letting things go. It's not such a scary process, but it also lets them trust you when you say, if I'm going to keep it, you're going to keep it. And then they don't feel like they have to hold on so tight to things. Since they weren't home when I was filming this, I wasn't able to get their 2 cents on what to keep and what to get rid of. So I just kept whatever seemed like it was in the best condition. If they had multiple items, I took the duplicate and set it aside. And then I made sure, like I had showed you previously, that any container had its lid. And that's kind of how I decided what to keep and what not to keep. Now, expensive things like they had a George Foreman grill, they had other things like that. I'm going to just leave that there. And I told her, if you don't want it, just pull it out. Everything's organized well enough for them to be able to, for her to be able to see it and be like right off the bat, yes or no. So I just stacked everything that looked like it was still in good, usable condition to make it look organized, because I don't feel comfortable just throwing a whole bunch of stuff away or donating a whole bunch of stuff. Now, she told me, you can do whatever you want. I don't care. I don't want any of it. But I wanted to still be mindful, because that always sounds fun and great until you're in the kitchen and you're cooking or you're doing something and you're looking for something. You're like, oh, yep. When I was in one of my rage declutters, I got rid of it. I've done that so many times. So I was trying to be very mindful in that situation also. When I am putting items back, if I notice that I don't have enough space for the items to come in here and be organized, then I will take a second look at it and probably go a little further and get rid of more. That's a really big indicator that you still have too much stuff. If you organize everything and you, I guess, love everything, but you can't get it to fit in its space, then it's time to reevaluate how much you really love and what you can get rid of, because you shouldn't have to buy more storage for your stuff. You should get rid of your stuff to fit the storage that you have. So I noticed for many of the base cabinets, the cabinets did not have a base to them. So this looked like it was just some particle board put on the ground above the concrete. I'm not 100% sure. But in a situation like this, I would encourage you to get those peel and stick vinyl tiles. You've seen me use those quite a few times in other projects in my bathroom. Those work great. And they're easy to install, easy to make adjustments to, and it will just make it more of an even space, but still a protected space for areas that may get wet. And it just upgrades it. It's not very expensive at all. I would have done that if I would have thought about it and realized I needed it. I would have brought some here, but I do believe that they will eventually be ripping this whole kitchen out and getting new cabinets and countertops and doing all the things. For right now, we're just going to work with what we have, but I wanted to give that little bit of advice if you are wanting to fix up the base of your cabinets. We had really bad water damaged cabinets when we moved into the house that we're in, so I just put some of those peel and stick vinyl floor tiled, and it worked beautifully, and it instantly upgrades it. I also think it's really great to add to new cabinets. That way you're protecting the base, because you just never know when water's gonna leak or something, and that will completely destroy even the nicest cabinets. So just word to the wise, I love protecting the base of mine, because if I've got new cabinets, I want them to last forever. We were actually walking out the door. Well, not quite walking out the door. We were actually getting ready to walk out the door. And I put something in the fridge, some dinner that we had left over. And I saw, and I said, you know what? No, 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 no. I've got to tackle this real quick. So you are going to get the fastest refrigerator declutter and deep clean that I have ever done in my entire life. I zoomed through here in about 10 minutes. My kids kept saying, "Are you ready? Are you done? Are you coming?" And I'm like, "Just one more minute, just one more second," because I just felt like I could upgrade this just a little bit. And this is not with anything. I didn't buy anything for this kitchen organization and declutter and organization. I didn't buy a thing, nothing. I used what she had. I organized with what she had. I made do with what we have. So this is your $0 declutter and organization for your kitchen. And you can do this. You don't need to spend money. You don't even have to go to the Dollar Tree if you don't need to or don't want to. You can make this work. And one little tip I will say, when you are on an extreme budget, when you are, you have lids and things like that, if you don't want to add the lids to the containers like I was talking about at the beginning, you can always use one of the containers that you have and put all of the lids in that one. So you really don't have to go and buy anything. You can get super creative. If you have a very small budget and the Dollar Tree doesn't have what you want, I recommend you go to like Salvation Army, Habitat Humanity store, the Restore, Goodwill. I think Goodwill has forgotten why they started, and they are charging way too much, in my opinion. I just don't even understand it. But side note, but go to like hospice thrift stores. Those are my favorite. You will find a ton of organization stuff in there for like 50 cents, 25 cents, 75 cents. So just a thought. You can make this work for you if you really want to.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart. What is it that you do?
One thing about me, I love to organize, and when I do, I can go way over the top. It's one thing to just organize the refrigerator. It's another thing when you want to organize and you want all the condiments in one area, and then it's another thing when you want all of sandwich condiments in one area, and then one of the sauces condiments in the other, and then all of the dairy condiments in one area. And yeah, I get like that. I have to stop. I have to stop and say it's not that serious, but I will subcategorize the subcategories over and over and over. That's how in depth I can get with this. And if I had a lot more time on my hand, my house would be subcategoried out. It really would. I would have every square inch labeled. I would have outlets labeled. I would have color coded everything. But I have been so blessed with such a large family, and I can't do that in my home. Man, I really try to. I really try to. But then I get frustrated when it gets messed up. So I've just learned to just go with it, roll with the punches, because that's life. But when I'm organizing, I love subcategories. Are you guys just organize it like items with like items, or are you like me? You can go really in depth with it, color coding, labels, all the things. Let me know in the comments below what you do and what your style is. I think Clutterbug does cricket or ladybug. I don't know what each one of those things are. I'm kind of curious. I should look it up because I think Cass is amazing. I did a podcast with her and I just think she's such a wonderful person. So I need to look up what those different bugs are. But if you know, let me know in the comments. But yeah, I wonder what kind of bug I would be. If I love subcategories so much, what kind of bug would I be? Let me know according to Cass's little thing that she has, like ladybug, cricket, all the things, what that would make me. highly recommend in situations when you are cleaning out your fridge, before you get anything wet, go ahead and take your vacuum and get all of the food particles up, the dry food particles. It will make your life so much easier. I actually put the vacuum up to charge, so I was trying to basically scoop it all away, and it made a huge mess. So really recommend you do that before you spray anything down or anything like that. So just to make your life a little bit easier. Also, you can add liners into your refrigerator, so that makes cleaning up really easy, especially when you have nasty spills. You can just add any sort of like cabinet liner on the top of these shelves in your fridge, even in the drawers. And when something spills, you pull it out, you throw it away. You can rinse it off if you want, but even better, you can just throw it away and add new liner. They have special liners for the fridge as well that you can get off of Amazon. So, highly recommend when you are busy and maybe you don't love to clean, you want to automate your processes as much as possible. So, adding those liners in your cabinets in your fridge. If anything spills or get gross, you just throw it away. Cleaning, decluttering, and organizing can be free, and it does not have to be a hassle. Just stay on top of it. Do a little bit every single day. I'm telling you, so much progress will be made. She was so thankful for the little bit of help I was able to do. We have a lot more to do, but I couldn't do the utensils or the cups unless they were there. So I wanted just to do what I can, and I'll come back at another time and finish it up and also do some more spaces in the house. Let me know if you love videos like this. Go ahead and like this video and subscribe if you're new. And I just thank you all so much for watching, and I appreciate you. Don't forget, you are never alone, and I love you so much. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, friends.
That you're